Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver and welcome back to a brand new episode of World of Horror. Back on the lobster boat yet again. We're gonna do quick play because I don't know what to do. We got Moriko, Ath, Yelazath, and I didn't check to see what perks or timeline we're on, but we're obviously on Ill-Fated because we immediately got a level up. So, listen, level 1 deft handling before we've even started the game sounds completely reasonable. Get a point of perception there, and I'm pretty sure we're set for combat just for the immediate future. But let's see what we got here. I still think it's insane that the old shotgun has a speed of 85. That's just incredible. And it has one of the highest bullet damages as well. But anyways, we've got dexterity, which is probably not going to happen. That's potentially 3 levels of dexterity and a perk. So unless we're on timeline B and we can just really easily get the spiral hoodie, we probably don't want to do that. But even then, it's like the spiral hoodie hurts our perception, so we just keep it for like the end game, as it were. We have second mystery, along with a light source check and knowledge and Takashi. So I think that we probably want to get a flashlight just for the purposes of the lighthouse and buffing up our combat even further. Now, we did get Ath Yelazath, so we have a little extra reason to play around with here. Shadow Shroud is literally worthless because, well, Ill-Fated be like. Although Ill-Fated, it is important to realize, Ill-Fated is not, it does not take away all stat checks, just like 7th Curse doesn't take away all allies. There are still stat checks that you can roll on for like scavenging for items, the lighthouse, which is more of a threshold, but still. So we are on timeline B, so we can use Fear Festival if we have it to maybe cheese the lighthouse, but I guess we'll see. We do need to be a little bit more careful than we normally would be, though. Like, normally I might go down to, like, 7 reason with the library notes, but remember, we're automatically failing everything that we try to do, so it's not a fun life that we've got going on right now. So I think we will probably start with mermaids, which maybe we shouldn't have, because then I'd want to go immediately into school scissors, which doesn't really work that way. No Fear Festival, by the way, so we're kind of out of luck in that department. So we're gonna take -3 at the lighthouse. I'm thinking to myself, how do we want to do this one? Because it's going to be tricky. It is going to be tricky. I don't really like the idea of getting cursed right off the bat. Not because we got panic, because, I mean, you always have to assume you're going to get panic. But when you have the... How do I put it? I think we would rather keep the healing. Like, I don't think we play enough Ill-Fated to know, like, the secret strats, if you will. If we get... I can't use any spells there. If we get Jar of Blood pretty early, what I would like to do is go get a compass, but it's not entirely... Like, if we get a blue option, then we probably want that, which is one of the reasons why I think the flashlight is even better, because there are several... There's like 3 or 4 light source checks in the game, so... I can't really complain about that now, can I? So anyways, I'm trying to think of anecdotes. I haven't watched any silly made-for-TV movies in a hot minute, which, you know, good for me, because they're not very good. I think I talked about this in an episode already. Maybe I was thinking about, like, talking about it as an anecdote, and maybe I didn't, but I started watching the, So we can guarantee 10 damage, but the thing is that's not really good enough. So we might as well just do this. 75% chance. You know, we're pretty happy with that, even if she gets up to Even if she gets up to 9, we can still guarantee 10, which is fine. But, Yeah, I don't remember if I talked about this in an episode or not, but I was watching Series 13 of Midsummer Murders, and it really messed me up seeing both Barnabys walking alongside each other. You know, you got Tom Barnaby and John Barnaby, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ. So we didn't have second enemy. It's second mystery, right? But it would be Stockchan if we did have the second enemy. But second enemy was the 6th symbol on the lighthouse, and if you are familiar, you may or may not know that the 6th symbol on the lighthouse doesn't mean anything. Now, we still have that, we have a 70% chance to hit, so I liked our odds. So anyways, I'm gonna do the same thing again and hope for a different result, because that's definitely not the definition of insanity. Thank God for that. And, yeah, we'll just, go ahead and get a decent item from Stockchan, actually. Because of the occult diary and the branch and the library notes, what we can actually do here is we can actually go into sailors now, which is pretty nice. So do we actually, we're gonna take the 5% doom here, actually, or 4% doom, my mistake, because I don't want to deal with the burn regardless. I feel like we have resources, we need to use them in probably a little bit of better of a way than just like, I mean, we could have used burn as an excuse to go get the painkillers, but I think it'll be fine. So we could do school scissors if we wanted to, but then we could also do sailors. I think we can actually just do school scissors. That's fine. Although if we get jar of blood, it's a little bit worse because we can't immediately buy the compass, which maybe should have been the informing factor in the decision there, is because if we get jar of blood early, we'd want to immediately go buy a compass because we definitely have the doom for it. So I believe we should just do the smash and grab because it's a guaranteed outcome. But we will go ahead and level up. Do we have much of the village to do? I don't think we do. We've already gone to the event that has art knowledge as a perk. So I highly doubt we're going to get it again. However, art knowledge is directly beneficial. Oh, but we do have the knowledge check, don't we? It's dexterity and knowledge, right? So folklore studies and art knowledge actually help us out because we are playing Moriko. So if we want our combat to get better, we take art knowledge. If we want our lighthouse to be nice, we take folklore studies. So I think we can go ahead and just sort of embrace, yeah, I mean, since we don't have to deal with the -2 perception from the whatchamacallit, I think we can just, oh, but it'd be fun to meme perception, though. We can have 10 perception. That sounds fun, so we'll do that. We're gonna do the rule of cool. It sounds cool to have 10 perception, so that's what it is that we do. And we had a little friend. Little friend just hanging around. He's a great guy. I wonder if they're ever going to be made to enemies, or if they're ever going to be made relevant. Like, they're just cool dudes. We will 100% take curse signs, like, every day of the week if we can. I'll take curse signs all day. All day. All day. Obviously, we will help her, because declining is even worse. Like, declining is so much worse, actually. Now, here's the deal. We are gonna die. That's true. But we made it. We just barely made it. We really do need, like, Tireless will kick in, because there's no rest for the wicked. And I guess we'll just do a little bows. We'll do a little claps and some bows. So if we get contaminated water here, we could legitimately die. So it's clap, clap, oh god. So, oh my god, that's very bad. If we get contaminated water, it might be over, thank god for that. So, it's 4 claps and a single bow at the end there. You got it, brother. I am very concerned I am incredibly concerned, one might say, about what we have here. Now, I clicked on this, probably shouldn't have. I think we'll keep the dog. I'm not entirely sure. It's a little late for the compass, but we don't really need the occult store because we're gonna get minus 10% doom from Akamanto anyways. So I think we'll be fine. It's sketchy, okay? It is sketchy. We'll go ahead and do sailors. Like, we're gonna have to shoot at some point, I think. Maybe. And if we have to shoot, then we want to shoot the boss. So let's go ahead and... Do we get cursed, so I only have to trade one item in? I think we do. No, but then that's 2 stamina. We really need that stamina for later. And by later, I mean actually now. So do we really get rid of 3? Do we really sell 3 items, though? Like, I actually don't want to do that. I'd rather... Okay, go ahead and sell these 2, right? And then we'll go to the police station. Oh, the dog is immediately gone, huh? That was a mistake on my part, but that's okay. So we're gonna go here, and we're gonna go to the pharmacy, and we got pain meds immediately, which is very helpful. I mean, really, like, I don't know. I don't know, dude. I do not know. We could get some bullets here. I wasn't paying attention if this is doomed or not. Like, we obviously want to heal if we can. So I think that's a perfectly fair thing to say. So using this, does this count as discarding? No, it doesn't. I swear, there's an item that you can use it and get the benefit, and it counts as discarding. I think it might be the ring, right? The ring where it's like, use for +2 funds, equip for +1 charisma. I think it's that, but I don't quote me on that. You'd have to find the episode where we got there and we used it, and it's like, hey, why do we have 3 out of 2 instead of blah blah blah? Do we really care about we got 23% doom? I mean, we can go ahead and take a bath, that's fine. I never do that, just usually because minus 3% doom is just so overwhelmingly so much better. But I think just in general, when you're on ill-fated, where every one of these clicks is like potentially, you know, death, we definitely want to, maybe we should have taken -2 reason there. Huh. I'm thinking of strategies that I would never normally do. And then we'll probably just do it like this. And we'll go ahead and dodge a really nasty boss fight. We'll probably shoot the centipede and or Akamanto. This is reason, I think. Defeated, you leave the bar. Oh no, that's too real. But yeah, we get rid of a really nasty boss fight, which is very nice. The dog was the first thing that left, by the way. I'm just not paying attention. I do apologize for that. But ill-fated got me weird. Ill-fated hit different, alright? And so now we have to kind of decide, like, we're not gonna, like, we might level up 2 more times, but are we gonna put every point into dexterity? No. Like, we could just meme perception even more if we wanted to have some fun. Which, you know, we should we take quick thinking? Are we going to the mansion again? I think that was it, like, as far as mansion gaming goes. I don't remember what the 4th mystery is gonna be. Oh no, it's Centipede, which is apartments, and then it's Akamanto, which is school. So, I mean, it's apartments and school, right? So none of these are particularly relevant. So I guess we'll just go ahead and take, I mean, we don't really need any of them. So I think we'll just re-roll, because we don't need them. Daddy's Girl's absolutely fantastic. Let's meme more perception, because why not? It'll be fun. I'm not particularly, like, we've only got 2 stat checks on the lighthouse, right? Like, unless I'm completely wrong. Yeah, it's just the 2nd mystery, which was school scissors. So we've got dexterity and we've got knowledge. That's -6 stamina, which is pretty bad. Don't get me wrong. So if we can get folklore studies again, we'll probably do that just so that it's -3. instead of -6, because that does make a pretty big difference, to be honest with you, but I'm not particularly worried about it, you know? I'm not particularly worried about it. Now, I am worried about the fact that the fans do be getting loud, though. And the crowd goes wild. Confront the stranger. Run in terror. I think we'll just, this is Doom, right? Yeah, it's Doom. That's pretty much what we wanted to take. And that may sound weird, but I think that might be the meta. Let's do the blood thing. Let's take -2 reason. This is really strange how this run has gone, because we don't normally opt into taking as much Doom as possible and as much reason as possible. We don't normally have to deal with that. And by the way, another thing that we don't normally have to deal with is 20 damage just vibing. Will throwing one of these deal 4 damage to Gigolo? Probably not. We'd probably have to throw both of them. So let's just go ahead and brace and do 8 damage, which is not necessary, just so you know, but then we can just go ahead and he can just be murdered. Not, well, actually, yes, in summer. He can be murdered in summer. That is true. And then I mean, we're coasting at this point. We're strong enough to basically annihilate any enemy that we encounter. And so it literally just depends on, like, you know, just getting through the game. And I think that we're soaring through the game pretty nicely at the moment. And so I guess we're just in vibe mode, dude. We're just hanging out. So we do have a 77% chance to hit, which is not ideal. We don't typically like those. And I also don't like how my laptop is doing that thing where it says that it's on quiet, but it's actually on normal, which I don't know why it's doing that, by the way. I genuinely don't. It doesn't make any sense to me. I wish we had precisely, like, you know what? Let's do this, brother. That's 5%. Skin removal costs 5% Doom. Are you crazy? That's insane, but yeah, so we'll go ahead and that's 4. And then we should be able to, like, I don't want to die, right? So I guess we'll just shoot him, because that's, he's making a little bit, he's making it awkward for us. Because even if we didn't have panic, we'd have 87%, which is a really awkward number. Like 87% accuracy. Have we ever had 87% accuracy? I don't know if we have. So we'll go ahead and make the lighthouse a little bit less dangerous for us. So it's just we're taking -3 stamina now for the lighthouse. And we'll go ahead and take stamina here, which you might think is not necessary, but against Akamanto, I'm not gonna take anything for granted. And, you know, listen, resist is a stat check, and so we're automatically gonna fail it anyways, so we might as well just hang out. I don't really, that's an injury, -1 strength, -1 dexterity. Not super relevant, to be honest with you. Like 3 slower on the what's it called, right? Like 3 slower on your, oh no, what is it doing now? Oh no. I don't like it when the Gigabyte control center freaks out, man. I don't like it. I don't like it when the Gigabyte control center goes weird. Because it's not like a regular program. Like, it doesn't show up in the taskbar. It doesn't show up up anywhere. It's just a window. Like, it's literally just a window that appears. It's under everything except for, like, the desktop itself. So it doesn't matter what window you have open, you won't be able to see that it's there until you close all the windows. It's so weird. And then it just randomly flashes and changes. I really don't like it, man. I really don't like it. So we could die here, but we do have a couple of spells we can forget if it all goes horribly wrong. Now, curses are not fun. So, I mean, we're just kind of hanging out right now. Stop right there, criminal scum. Break the law on my watch, will you? Yes, actually, I will break the law on your watch. It's called illegal possession of an Olympia. Olympia gang. That was, have I ever told this, that my favorite gun in Call of Duty Black Ops was the Olympia? Like, it's true. It is true. Uh-oh. I didn't realize Akamanto was right there. Are we dead? We could be dead. Oh, yeah, it just took -6. So here's the thing. We can probably kill him in one turn, right? We can probably kill him in one turn. We can definitely kill him in one turn, because we have Ashen Contract. And so that, we're just gonna use that. That's fine. So, thankfully, due to Tireless and Daddy's Girl, and the power of the bath, we are all healed up and ready to go. Since we have 8 knowledge, we don't have to worry about immediately keeling over and dying. So very good, very happy, very good vibes and very happy karma vibes. So we've done it handily. We have defeated the game. We're gonna have Desperation for Takashi, which is really nice, because that means that he's gonna die in one turn. Which means we don't have to basically pay attention to any of the nonsense that happens here. We can just kill him. We can just take Takashi back out to the shed and use our last bullet. But why would we do that? That's a waste of ammo. When we could just, you know, take quick thinking. And by that, we can take ammo stash. You know, this is dating the episode a little bit, but I got my internet back for the place that I'm staying, and I decided to go on Twitter, which going on Twitter is always a mistake, but people were having a discussion, and it was actually, like, as far as Twitter goes, a fairly, like, respectful discussion about justifying the use of swords in a sci-fi setting. And, you know, like, for me, if you wanted to, like, seriously answer the question, it would be because, like, you know, you'd want, like, some more of a honorable close quarters combat sort of way, right? You know, sort of like a Klingon thing from, like, Star Trek, right? Where you want, like, honorable, like, melee combat for, like, ritualistic or religious or cultural purposes. But now, obviously, that's the lame way of doing it. The correct way, the objectively correct way, is swords are cool. And I kind of forgot where I'm going with this, to be honest with you. So let's just leave it at swords are cool, because I don't remember where I was gonna go with that. I genuinely don't. You know, Warhammer 40k has a lot of cool sci-fi swords. Like, the basic infantry sword is a chainsaw blade. And then, like, the super cool swords are, like, either, if you're Chaos, like a demonic power sword, or you know, if you're a Grey Knight or something, like a Nemesis Force sword, which is, like, your emotions and your faith in the Emperor manifested into a weapon. And if you're just, like, a normal Space Marine, you just got a laser sword. So that's kind of cool. You know, there's also, like, hammers and stuff. But, yeah, so I went on. I'm genuinely, like, kind of bothered about this. Like, my train of thought didn't just disappear. It left the station, right? Like, I'm trying to retread what I was gonna say, right? Like, I'm going on. I got my internet back. I'm going on Twitter. People are having a discussion about sci-fi swords, and then maybe that was the whole point. I thought I was going somewhere with that, but I'm not actually. I'm ending the episode. Have a good one. Hope y'all staying safe out there. Bye.